I wanted to touch a little bit on the insider-outsider language. I think this is huge. I think we need to do an episode where we talk about the definitions of things, because I think definitions are absolutely, on one hand, I want to say they're getting out of hand. On the other hand, I want to say it's good that we're having a conversation and clarifying what we mean when we say specific words, because like there's trigger words. For example, okay, so it says here propaganda creating fear and hatred of outsiders. We could use the perfect example of us as kids, like we heard the word pagan, pagan, pagan constantly when we were kids. Did we know what the fuck it meant? Absolutely not. We just knew it was something bad. It was those people. It was an us versus them mentality. And we knew we didn't want to associate with those people. Now we've actually looked up the term, and it's really just anyone who's not Christian. You know,
Right.
when it came about, whatever century it was, um, you know, the people living in the fields, maybe they were worshiping other gods at the time, the Greek and Roman gods. I think that was the time period where they started using the term pagan. It was really just farm people. It was people who were just living their fucking lives. They had their own beliefs, and then Christianity came onto the scene, and we're like, well, we're gonna associate this term with you because we us Christians don't want to be associated with you in any way, and therefore we're going to put negative connotations with it. And in every time that we put the word pagan in there, it means something negative. I just finished watching the show Vikings. Amazing show, by the way. It was created by the same dude that did the Tudors, like Henry VIII, his story. But yeah, the term pagan kept coming up with the Anglos, the Saxons, and the Vikings. And so it was really interesting to me to kind of revisit, like, yeah, the word pagan. The word pagan was a word that I heard all the time as a kid, not really knowing what it meant. I just knew how it made me feel. It made me feel afraid of those people and people I didn't want to associate with. What our parents taught was the rest of the world. It was us and the rest of the world.
So everything you're saying there, Nancy, is exactly the reason that I always talk about definitions when it comes to the words we use, because I am convinced that people, unless it's for a scientific paper type thing, people do not use words for their definitions. People
Right. Yeah.
use words for the feelings it creates either in their body or
Mhm.
the feeling they want to create in other people. Right? We like to think, yeah, we have a dictionary, and so words just mean what words mean. And no, I'm sorry, that is not true.
Mhm.
Words mean to each individual what they have been conditioned to or learned to associate with those words. Just like you're
Right.
saying, the idea of pagan, it just, ooh, that was like something to back away from, something to not be, right? It was as bad as it could be to be pagan.
I want a t-shirt that says pagan, by the way. I like the term heathen too. It's beautiful.
I
Yeah.
like the word apostate.